Today we are going to learn 8 different ways to answer the Spanish question ¿Cómo estás? Vamos a por ello.
Hola a todos y bienvenidos a Coffee Break Spanish. Yo soy Mark.
Y yo soy Marina.
And as Marina said, today we're going to be answering a question from Patrick. Patrick wants to know some alternative answers to ¿Cómo estás? I think when we start learning Spanish, someone asks you ¿Cómo estás? And you learn to say bien, gracias, and so on. But there are lots of other ways to help you sound much more interesting in Spanish. Marina, can you teach us some of these, please, and help Patrick with his question?
Yeah, of course. We can start by answering to the question when we are just okay, we're not very good, we're not very bad. So we can say, no estamos mal.
Okay, so no estamos mal. So literally, that means we are not bad. But you say that about yourself, don't you? No estamos mal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In general, like, no estamos mal, like, me and the people around me.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a middly one. So it's okay. We're okay. No estamos mal. What else could we say?
No me quejo.
I like that one. No me quejo. Literally, I am not complaining, or I can't complain. No me quejo.
Mm-hmm. If we are not very good, like we are not really, really bad, but we are not as good as we would like to be, we could say, he estado mejor.
Okay, he estado mejor. So I have been better. He estado mejor.
And we could say, ahí vamos.
Okay, and you've got to do it with that voice, haven't you?
Yeah.
Ahí vamos. So yeah, we're getting there. Things are moving along.
Or you can say, tirando.
Tirando. Okay, yeah, we're making do with things. Am I right in thinking that we can combine those two as well? Could we say, ahí vamos, tirando?
That's right. We can say, yeah, ahí vamos, tirando.
Ahí vamos, tirando. Okay, what about if things are really pretty not good at all?
Okay, when things are really bad, you don't want to even talk about things, so you would say, sin comentarios.
Sin comentarios. So it's the equivalent of saying no comment in English. No comment. Don't even go there. Sin comentarios. Sin comentarios. And you've got to say it in quite a low voice. Sin comentarios.
Sin comentarios.
Okay. However, let's bring things up a little bit. What about things if they're really good?
So we could say, todo va sobre ruedas.
I like it. Todo va sobre ruedas. So everything is going on wheels, literally. Todo va sobre ruedas. Let's try that again.
Todo va sobre ruedas.
Okay, and one more, Marina.
We could say, mejor que nunca.
Mejor que nunca. Better than ever.
I like this one.
Yeah, in Spanish we have to say better than never. Mejor que nunca. Okay, yeah. So this is your best one. Mejor que nunca. Better than ever. So we've got 8 different expressions here. We're going to go back through all 8, and maybe what we should do is go from the worst to the best. Okay, so let's start, Marina, with this one here. You say it, we'll repeat.
Sin comentarios.
Sin comentarios. Okay, let's move up.
Tirando.
Tirando. And what about this one?
Ahí vamos.
Ahí vamos. What about if you've been better?
He estado mejor.
He estado mejor. Mm-hmm. If things are okay and you can't complain?
No me quejo.
No me quejo. And a little bit of a smile. And what about if things aren't bad at all?
No estamos mal.
No estamos mal. And if everything is going on wheels?
Todo va sobre ruedas.
Todo va sobre ruedas. And my favorite one?
Mejor que nunca.
Better than ever. Mejor que nunca. Perfecto. Bueno. Okay, Patrick, hopefully this gives you some alternative answers to just bien, gracias when you're asked ¿Cómo estás? If you have a question like Patrick, then get in touch with us. You can send your question to coffeebreakquestions.com. If you go to coffeebreakquestions.com, you can leave your question there and we will do our best to answer that in a future episode of the show. Now, if you've enjoyed this, if you've learned some new ways to answer this question, then make sure you give it a like. And if you subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell icon that appears, you'll be notified whenever we post new videos. There you have it.
And you have to practice. So let us know ¿Cómo estás? Leave in a comment below.
Indeed. And if you know any other ways to say I'm well or I'm not so well, we'd love to see them. And obviously, these ones work pretty much everywhere. Perhaps there's one that will work in a different part of the Spanish-speaking world where you are. Muchas gracias. We hope that you're all very well and mejor que nunca, and that you've enjoyed this video. Gracias y hasta la próxima.
Hasta la próxima.